Hi, this is Tim with rcnoob.com. Today I've got the Redcat 64 Hopping Lowrider on the bench. I think we should take a closer look at it, don't you? This car has been around for a couple of years now, but through the stroke of luck and a really nice Black Friday deal, I was able to pick one up. It got down to a price where it made sense, and yeah, I've been playing around with Redcat's custom hauler. Go check out the unboxing that I did over on Big Squid RC's YouTube channel. Shameless plug. But playing around with that vehicle, kind of it clicked something in my head, and I kind of got it. I got the appeal of vehicles like that, vehicles like this. While I do really enjoy getting outdoors, doing crawling, doing trail trucks, stuff like that, I'm a fan of cars overall and automotive vehicles of pretty much every shape, size, and even color. This is an amazing vehicle. Getting this out of the packaging box, the shipping box, you can tell there's a lot here. It's got a lot of heft. The packaging really well done. I know you're not here to learn about and listen to me talk about packaging, but really beautiful job from the folks at Redcat on the packaging for this vehicle. And let's see if I can slide this off. There we go. So that sleeve looks nice, but then the box itself looks maybe even better. So you have this really nice sleeve, gives you a good idea of what the car is going to look like. This is the good stuff. This is the 64 box. You ever unboxed or unpackaged an iPhone or a really nice watch? I'm getting the same vibe from this box. Really nice packaging, really well constructed. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, foam. Okay. Well, underneath this foam, there has to be something really good. Over here, we have a foam compartment with a little foam shield. We're going to take that off. This is our controller. Quite different from most surface RC controllers. This looks a lot more like what you'd find on an RC airplane or helicopter. But this is going to allow you to do everything that this car can do. Raise the back, raise the front, hop it, go side to side, drive it. It is a fully functioning vehicle. It can go forwards, backwards, and all that good stuff as well. So we're going to dive into that in just a bit. Ooh, I see some green. I think this is going to be it. All righty, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. That's the stuff right there. Like I said, beautiful car, beautiful execution, very well done from the folks at Redcat. So we have even more components and compartments in here. We have some metal plates if you want to add more weight to your car to, again, affect the balance of how this is going to hop and how it's going to prop itself up and do all those things. You can do that. There's also battery, which I removed earlier and charged up. It's a Hexfly nickel metal battery. Now, you may be into LiPo batteries and you may prefer LiPo batteries. For this vehicle, it's probably going to be best just to run this nickel metal pack. That said, you might be able to run a LiPo and offset it with some of these metal plates. So again, that's going to be kind of up to you. I'm going to stick with the nickel metal pack for right now, even though I have been kind of a convert in recent years to LiPo. And here we go. Here's the car itself. Very well protected in this foam. Very well protected in this foam. There we go. And we have a few more things down here. It's like a USB battery charger. And we've got a USB plug, I believe. I saw the plug on the back. Yeah, so that's going to plug into your controller. Not quite sure what all the features are going to be for that, but nice to have. I'm going to get this box out of the way, clear up the workstation a little bit, and we'll take a closer look at the car. Here it is in all of its glory, the 1964 Chevy Impala. SixtyFour Hopping Lowrider. Do have some suspension give, which is good. So again, you can treat this as an on-road car and just drive it around and not really do much with the hopping, and it's going to perform quite well there. There are some hidden body posts. As you see, there aren't body posts or body pins or anything like that protruding from the exterior of the body, which is really nice. It is a Lexan body. It's a multi-piece Lexan body. Again, this kind of, for me, this signaled a big shift in Redcat and their capabilities, and just a lot of stuff. They're fit and finish what they're have been able to do in recent years with not only this release, but the release of other RC models. You see, you've got plenty of chrome accenting, white wall tires, chrome rims, quite a bit of stuff. Got some nice chrome piping there. You have your suspension links to power, and really, nice beefy links too to handle all of that jostling around. You do have rear suspension, front suspension, as I mentioned earlier, and here are those hidden body clips. So let's take those off. Might be a little tricky to get out some of these depending on your hand size. Yeah, these are tricky. I'm going to swap those out, actually, as I'm working on this, because these are tough. These are going to be a pain to get out, I think, in the future. Redcat does sell a magnetic body mount kit for this car, which I've got my eye on, and it sure would beat dealing with these pins all the time. There. There we go. So body off, we have the interior tray, which can also be removed if you want, if you need to get into that underneath part. It's just Velcroed on there. There, perfect. So now we get a really good view of what's under the hood. There's that Reefs RC servo that's going to handle the front end, and then you have two, looks like they're Hexfly, Redcat's Hexfly servos in the back. I may replace those with something a little more substantial. I've run these before in crawlers for steering, and they work perfectly well. They aren't the fastest things on the block. So again, you may want to play around with some of the hardware in this car if you're going to pick one up for yourself. But why don't we throw a battery in here? I'm going to leave the body off. We'll turn it on, and we will kind of get a better idea of how this car actually functions and how it can hop and how it can do everything that it can do with that body off. Whoa, there we are. All right, so what do I have going on here? That was up a little bit. Okay, so again, looking at our controller, we have a lot more going on here. Steering. I'll be very careful with this. Forward, backward. So there's that. Raise the rear. Raise the front. That's cool. So that's not, well, I guess we are hopping that. Neat. All right, then we have front. Raises both fronts. That does nothing. So this is raising front. This one does nothing. We are raising our left rear, right rear, and then our button here allows us to drop it. That's pretty neat. And then do that, nothing. So then if I go back to this, that's up. That's cool. And then we're going to do, let's raise that. Oh, wow. That is cool. So that's it as far as the functionality. And there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot there. Um, very fun, very cool car. I'm going to throw the body on, then we'll pop it around a little bit and see what it can do again. But just a fun car. It's not your normal, typical run of the mill RC car. It's got a little, a little uniqueness to it. I'm not a huge lowrider fanatic myself, but I appreciate the creativity, and I appreciate the culture, and I appreciate everything that people that that is their passion. I appreciate that level of creativity. And just over the last 2 years, or however long this car has been available, there has been just an amazing amount of creativity from the RC lowrider community, which really Redcat owns, because they are the only ones with a car like this. All right, I've got the body on to a degree. I was not able to get the back fastened, so it's just the front at this point. I am definitely going to do that magnet mount in the future, but at any rate, there. Now you get an idea of what this car looks like when it's doing its thing. And you can really contort this in a variety of ways and still drive it within reason. Get that. There we go. There we are. So there's like no shortage of what you can do with this car. I'm going to enjoy just driving this and hopping with it and doing some stuff. I've kind of gone overboard off the deep end with buying stuff. I've got a spare set of wheels coming. I've got a spare set of tires. I've got another body coming. I don't see this being my last lowrider. Darn it, Redcat, you guys, you got me again. But again, this is the Redcat 64 Hopping Lowrider, the original, the first one that came from Redcat. Since then, they've released the Monte Carlo, which, again, lowrider does not have the hopping capability or functionality. But then they also followed that up with the 59 Impala, which, again, based more on this platform, does have the hopping capability and the functionalities. Three different lowriders, pardon me. So 3 different lowriders depending on what you're looking to do with your car. Beautiful details on these bodies. This is so good. This is a candy and chrome body color. So this is the green. They also have a darker blue for the 64 Impala, and they had other colors as well for earlier models, but this is what's available right now. And I should also mention, I didn't mention this before, but you get a decal sheet and an instruction manual and some other goodies. There are some antennas on here that you can attach back there to just really detail and scale this vehicle out. Redcat does have a selection of 3D printable files that you can download from their Thingiverse profile, so I will put a link to that in the description below. I'll also include a link to that vehicle in the description below. That will take you to redcatracing.com, where you can learn more about this car. And be sure to visit rcnoob.com, where I will have more information on this car as well in the not too distant future. So that's my unboxing, my overview of the Redcat 64 Hopping Lowrider. Very cool car. If you're looking for something different to add to your RC collection, this is definitely an option to consider. So until next time, this has been Tim with RCNoob.com. Talk with you later.